All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the call. As you're jumping in here, make sure to use the chat. Make sure to let us know where you're coming in from. As always, I'd like to see where in the world people are coming in from. Sounds like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. If you know that reference, you're as old as I am. So let's see. We've got Maryland, Oklahoma City, Boston, Virginia, Arizona, Wyoming, San Antonio. Someone said good morning. Oh, someone in Australia. I was like, wait a minute. Australia, South Dakota, Texas, more Texas, New York, Alberta. So we've got Canada, we've got the US, we've got Australia. I saw, New Mexico. I thought I saw Mexico. All over the world. Awesome. I love it. We're going to get started in just a few seconds here. Continue to let us know where you're coming in from. We've got a great call planned for you tonight. Some exciting announcements. We've always got good stuff on this countdown to convention call. So we are just glad to have you with us. Oh, we have a yes, Mexico. We have Mexico on the board. So we covered that one. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started here. Welcome to the call. My name is Skylar Stephenson. If you're joining us for the first time, I'm the Vice President of Sales for North America, and we have an incredible call for you. This is the countdown to convention call. Every single week at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we get on this call and we share a message with you. We talk about the updates to convention. So it's a lot of fun, and we've had a great time with it. We've had some great speakers, and we have more for you tonight. So we're very excited about that. We are, if I calculate it right, we are 22 days away from our international convention, our live stream event. It's coming quick, and we cannot wait for it. So if you are signed up, if you already have your ticket to the live stream event, I want to see you put your favorite emoji over in the chat so that I know and that these speakers on this call know that you are registered. All right, there they are. I got a Canada flag in there. I've got a bunch of fire emojis. We've got, I don't know, is that a dog? Any emoji, all kinds of emojis here. All right, awesome. We have a lot of people registered for this live stream event. We cannot wait to share with you all of the announcements, but you do have to wait 22 more days. So a couple more announcements for tonight. Two things that are coming to an end within the next 10 days or so. First of all, the Upgrade Challenge. This is where you can earn a laptop, a brand new MacBook Air. We have several people who have already qualified and several more who are very close to qualifying. So if you want to earn yourself a free MacBook Air, it ends on April 30th. So if you don't know the rules on that, go ahead and check them out in the back office. You can find all of the information there, but that's something that is coming to a close. Also, we offered a promotion starting on April 7th, and we said you could get 10% off of any starter pack, and we introduced a promotion starter pack for $199. And I'm here to tell you, it has been phenomenal to see the results of that. So many new people coming to join Kyäni. It's been absolutely incredible. But remember, that does end on April 30th as well. So you have until the end of this month to take advantage of that promotion pack, as well as the 10% off for all other starter packs. So that as well. Let's see, what else do I have? Name tags. If you remember last week, Mr. Travis Garza challenged you to create a name tag and to tell us what rank you are going to be on that name tag. Have you followed up? Have you done that? I hope you have. If you've done that, give me a 1 in the chat group to let me know that you created a name tag and you have your next rank planned out. And look, we do have a bunch of 1s. All right, we have some people. Oh, wow, we're getting a lot of them. Awesome. We would love to see that. We would love to have you guys post that, tag us, whatever it is. We'd love to see those name tags. That's something that's a lot of fun for us. All right, the last thing that I have, and this is exciting. One of the things that we offered a while back was that we said that you could register guests for this live stream event. And we gave a discounted price. We said that you could register a guest for just $29, which is a great price for someone to come and check out all of the information, all of the incredible training that we have planned for $29. It's a steal. Now, what we found out was that during the registration process, that it was a little bit cumbersome for a guest to actually come in and get registered. They went through a process where they became a Kyäni customer, which is great. But some of them were saying that they just wanted to get the $29 and check it out. So what we're doing and what we're going to have later on this week is a registration site specific to guests, where it's very simple. It's almost like you go on, a concert site and you buy a concert ticket. It's super simple. You put in your name, your payment information, and boom, you're ready to go. They'll get a unique link and they'll be set to be on this live stream event. So we're going to get a lot of information out to you on how to do that. Check out Kyäni North America, the Facebook page, where you can find all the information on it. And we'll also get some emails and some text sent out so that you guys know exactly what's happening with this new site. But remember to get your guests ready for this. They will be blown away by what we have to offer on May 15th. So that's everything that I have. Let's see, let me make sure. Yes, that is everything that I have here. So I wanted to get right into our call. We have two guests with us tonight. And just before the call, I was looking at the enrollment date of this first guest. And I don't know if he remembers the exact date that he was enrolled, but I show in our systems that it was August 30th of 2007. So this gentleman has been with us for 13 years. He's one of the OGs. He has been through and seen everything, and he has been absolutely loyal, and he's been strong through everything. And it hasn't always been perfect, but this is a gentleman who has absolutely built the fabric of Kyäni along with us. And we're so happy to have him and his leadership. So I want to welcome to the call, Purple Diamond, Mr. Angel Olvera.
Oh, thank you, Skylar. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Wow. Well, you definitely refreshed my start date there. I knew it was around that time. I say it's August 2007, and it's been a long time. What's crazy is that I got peaked about Kyäni when I was in my 20s, and I signed up when I hit 30 years old. So it was a couple of weeks I got peaked, and then so I heard about Kyäni when I was 29 years old, signed up when I was 30, and now I'm in my 40s. So it tells you how long I've been in this journey here with this amazing company. It's not my company. It's my family. It's everything to me. It's they say that it's not about being in Kyäni. It's about when Kyäni's in you, and that when that happens, sky's the limit for you. I was asked to talk about some of the things in the beginning, and when we started in Kyäni. We started kind of 2007 August. When I first, when we had our address on these forms, the forms we had, they had the application and they had the forms, and I went and I looked up the address there in Idaho Falls. I'd been to Idaho Falls one time before, and that was just driving through, and I didn't even know it was Idaho Falls. I just knew I was in Idaho, somewhere through Idaho, and stopped there, and I figured out it was Idaho Falls. So I went online, I Googled it, and the person that told me about the business, I was like, are you, there's no building around there. Like, I just see like farmland and like just nothing. And I'm like, are you sure there's like a building there? Like, did we make the right, is there an office? Is it, what's going on? And then, I ended up going to the office, and we were in a little building, and everybody was in the same office. We had customer service, everybody was in the same office. CEO was in the same office. It was just a small little building. And you got to understand, me growing up, being from Los Angeles, I'm thinking a big corporation, a big building. We're going to do, and it was just a small, like a mom and pop little building. And I was like, man, and we were just like, okay, let's do this, And after meeting, the founders of the company, and, them bringing us in like family, we were all new, and we just had vision. We were on a mission. We said what we're going to do. And we've eclipsed that. And, I remember going to my first convention. It was October 2007. It was in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it was about, I don't know, maybe 70 people, 75, maybe 100, I don't even know, 75 maybe people that were at that convention. And it was it was at a hotel that was off the strip. It was like one of those hotels where you see the ladies with the wheelchairs and a bunch of smoke coming out, just smoke everywhere. I don't even know the name of the hotel. I don't even know if it's still there. Probably knocked it down by now. But that's where we had our first convention. and my first convention, and it was small. And then we grew and we grew. And then all of a sudden, you know, we were growing. We were growing mostly in the West Coast, in the western part of the United States. And then we were growing. And then I remember, I think it was in 2009, I was asked to go to Europe to open up the market, to go there to speak in the market. It was, I think it was 2009, I went to Sweden. I've never been to Europe before. And then we opened up the European market in 2009. Some of our top leaders were in that meeting, sitting with their arms crossed, looking at me like, what is this guy talking about, this Kyäni thing? And, you know, and then we opened up Asia, and then, you know, and I did a call this morning. I was on a Zoom this morning talking about, you know, I was doing a Zoom early this morning for the Philippines, with some of our leaders in the Philippines. And I was telling them that, you know, I remember sitting, you know, in the back of the Philippines, just looking at a convention with thousands of people saying, wow, this is amazing. You know, where we come, where, you know, where we started from and where we came from. And I'll never forget, I was in Korea. We were in Busan. It was about 10,000 people there. And it was one of our biggest conventions we ever had. It was amazing. I remember sitting with Mr. Hansen, Kirk Hansen, and saying, man, we're just like in the back, like, this is crazy. Like, look at this. I mean, there's like 10,000 people here, and we remember where we started, and it's like, it's just crazy. It just, to see where I mean, China and all over the world, and we started in just this little office, this mom and pop. It looked like little, I think it was on 17th Street in Idaho Falls, somewhere over there. You guys probably know better where it was at. And then all of a sudden we have these beautiful headquarters in some of the most amazing parts of the world. I mean, our office in Mexico City, in South Korea and Hong Kong. I mean, amazing. Look at the new office we have in Turkey over there. I mean, to see these things and to see where we are today is so exciting, and it's so amazing. And what I tell everybody is that all you've ever missed was growing pains of a company. That's it. You don't want to be part of a startup company. You missed growing pains. You know, it's like we had the shovels back then. We were out there with the shovels, and then Carl let us borrow some of his tractors, and we started paving, right? And all of a sudden we started putting cement down, and now you have this highway where you can get on here and go as fast as you want. You don't need to get out the shovels and the tractors. The highway is laid out for you. You can go, what's taken us 13 years to do, you can do it in 2 years if you want to. You know, you can hit Purple Diamond like that. There's people that already done that because the foundation is already set. The highway is already set for everybody. And you just got to come in here and go as fast as you want. And that's the beauty of where we are today. I'm so excited about the future of Kyäni. Mr. Travis Garza, I mean, I talked to one of a top leader in this industry. And he told me that if Travis Garza was part of Kyäni 5-6 years ago, we would be $1 billion company already. And this is from a top leader in this industry, because he knows who Travis is and what he's done. And I was like, wow, it's nothing to take away from anybody else or anything, but I'm just excited of the ideas and everything that's going on, all the stuff. I mean, you could see the tide turning and where we're going, and on our way to becoming $1 billion company, guys. And I'm excited. I was excited 13 years ago, and I'm fired up today. And I can't wait. I mean, what we've done, we've barely scratched the surface. It's like, I want you to go, if you went to the beach, if you went out to the beach, I know we can't go to the beach right now, but if you were to go to the beach, right? And you go get the sand, and you pick up the sand, and you pick up the sand, and you see that sand in your hand, that's us, right? That's us right now. You see the rest of the sand, that's our opportunity. That's how big our opportunity is, guys. That's the exciting part about Kyäni, is that we have the best company, we have the best of everything, and the whole world is going to hear about us. And I'm telling you right now, we will be, like Mr. Hansen said, the #1 company in network marketing. You watch it happen, and you can be part of it, and you can be part of history, guys. I'm so excited. I could go on and on and on, guys, but I just wanted to share that message with everybody. Let's go out there. Let's dominate. Let's get every single person we know register for this convention, guys, and so they can see what our opportunity is all about, guys. So with that said, thank you, Skylar. I'll hand it back over to you. Appreciate the time. Thank you.
Well, Angel, thank you so much. The chat is just lighting up. They're excited, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate you being on here. The reason we wanted to bring Mr. Olvera on is because he brings that perspective of where we came from. and how much those trailblazers did to get where we're at today. And I thank him truly for everything that he has done to shape this company to where it's at today. And I know that he's just getting started. He's only in his 40s. He's got like 40 more years left. So lots of time. But thank you so much, Mr. Olvera. Now, the next speaker I want to introduce is maybe one of the few people that has been around this company longer than Angel, because he helped start the company. And he's been such an incredible force. And he's always been there for us when we needed, and always been at events. And you've heard him many times, but you've now seen him step into the forefront. And I've received messages after messages saying, oh my gosh, I love Carl Taylor so much. And it's really fun to see him taking the helm of this company. So I'm going to pass it over to our founder, Mr. Carl Taylor.
Oh, thank you very much. What a pleasure it is to have a chance to be with you. And you just have to love Angel, don't you? I mean, what a great, great leader. What a great friend. And, you know, I've learned to love him, even though he trashes Idaho constantly and puts things in a Los Angeles perspective. But Angel, you might not have noticed this, but when you first came to Idaho, we actually did have electricity, and some of the houses had indoor plumbing. So we're not quite as tough as you thought we were. But anyway, thanks, Angel, and thanks for your encouragement and your enthusiasm. And I'll tell you, I'm excited about the convention coming up too. We are going to have such a great convention. So many good things are right in front of us, on top of us, and we're going to nail it. We're really going to hit it hard. We're overcoming the challenge we have. We're getting stronger. We're getting better. And this convention is going to do a lot to help us push it right through the roof. And, you know, you might wonder if you can do it. You talk about guys like Angel and ladies that accomplish so many great things and think, well, can I do it? Well, I know you can. And all you need is some help, and we want to be there to help. Talking about Kyäni being a startup company, and now where we are today, the great things we've accomplished, and wow, I'll tell you, it makes me feel pretty good. When I picture the same office Angel was talking about, and I remember it well, it was on 17th Street on the south side of the road, and there were only 3 or 4 people in the office. And I remember thinking, we won't be here long. I know my partners, the Hansons. I know the excitement, the enthusiasm, and the business experience they have, and we won't be here for long. And we weren't. We outgrew that little building so fast. But we've had a lot of experience in startup between the Hansons and the Taylors. A lot of experience in knowing how to be successful and building a bigger and better business. And I guess I want to share a few things because I want to give you confidence in how you can do some of these same things to build your business. And it's particularly important with our convention coming up that you're working on these things and prepared for convention, not just to show up, but use it as a launching board, as a launching pad to do great things, because it will help if you prepare yourself when you're ready. Now, I mentioned the Hansons and Taylors have had quite a bit of experience, and some of these stories that I've told, I just want to hit the high spots on. Some of you have heard it. My father started farming, and he rented 3 acres. That was the start of our farm. He rented 3 acres. My dad was the 6th Taylor in a row to farm. I'm the 7th. My son's the 8th. And one of my grandsons will be moving sprinkler pipes and working as a 9th generation Taylor. So we've had quite a bit of experience. But that 3 acres and 1 horse started pretty small in my dad's operation. As my brothers came in, we all brought some talents, we brought some expertise and some training, and we built a pretty big farm. It's over 30,000 acres now. And I probably shouldn't say this so my wife can hear it, because she wants me to slow the farm down, and I tell her I'm going to, but it keeps getting a little bigger and a little better. And that's pretty exciting for us. On the cattle side, I'd like to share about my experience building a cattle operation, and I hope these will tie together for you. I've shared this story a little about how our cattle operation started, but I think it's really pertinent because it reminds me of where we are today. My brothers, they didn't want to have cattle because just like myself, our dad worked us really hard with cows when we were little and we got sick of them. But I wanted to diversify, and so did Linda, and get into cattle. And we had a bad year in potatoes once and had a whole bunch of potatoes on the ground. They were going to get thrown away. So Linda and I decided to go buy some cows, and we talked my brothers into it. So we went and bought a bunch of cows and fed the potatoes to them. And we didn't make a lot of money at it, but we got started in the cattle operation. So with a handful of cows, got a little bigger and bigger. We saw those opportunities. We put an infrastructure in place, hired some of the right people, acquired some of the resources, and now we're getting close to 4,000 cows in the operation. And it went from small to huge pretty fast. Now there's some luck involved, but there was also some planning, some preparation with a goal, with a target, with an end in sight. It wasn't just work. We had some philosophies, some plans, and we executed them, and we were successful with it. Now I've got some other ag interests, some different things that we've done, Linda and I have done, and my brothers and I have done. And we've always started small, but with a plan, getting the right people, with the determination to execute that plan, we've been able to build a pretty big business. The Hansons have been amazing partners for me for many years in a lot of different ways. I was there, watched them when they bought their first service station. I knew their dad right next to one of our potato warehouses, and they couldn't stop. They just kept building and growing. They were better than everybody else. They were smarter than the neighbors, and they just kept buying everybody up and doing a better job and building a business on core principles, on integrity and good decisions. And it was amazing to watch them do that. Well, we got together and did some things with the Hansons and Taylors. And then we decided we were going to investigate Kyäni, particularly blueberries and the health benefits and some other products. And we were excited about it. So we started Kyäni, and it was a pretty small office, as Angel has mentioned, but it was a great idea and we were committed to it. I remember talking with Linda about this new enterprise we're starting and realizing it couldn't be small. It was go big or go home. And we made the commitment that we were going to get into it between the Hansons and the Taylors, and we were going to make it successful. And we knew it would become big. And the big isn't really the determining factor. We knew it would make an impact in people's lives. We knew it would be successful, but we knew it would take a plan and sacrifice and dedication in order to accomplish it. And I don't want to get off on all the things we're doing today, but you can imagine as a founder to see Angel come and make fun of our 3-room office years ago and then see where we're at now in over 60 countries, 20 offices around the world, the impact Caring Hands, Potato Pack is making in people's lives, and all the changes that have happened in our business partners to help their families grow and be successful and accomplish their life's dreams. Pretty touching as a founder to be a part of that and be partners with such great people. And I hope some of our dedication to following through on our plans is contagious to others. I hope that can be a blueprint for you can be the same type of successful. When we were building Kyäni, we weren't just going out and trying to make a money machine. We wanted to build a successful business with a strong foundation. And if we couldn't do that, we weren't going to do it. It was build it right or don't do it. Their opinion on their method of doing business in their fuel business for the Hansons was built on a strong foundation. Our agriculture interests were the same way. If you couldn't do it right, don't do it. And we had one pretty good advantage in that we didn't feel like we needed to take a lot of resources out of Kyäni, but we could just build and build it solid and build it right. So I feel grateful that we were in a position to do that we could build and not detract from what we were building. We did quite well. We're very pleased with it, but I can so well remember sitting down with Jim and Kirk, and we did this many times as we would talk about the directions we wanted to go, where we wanted to expand, how we wanted to expand. and we talked about our infrastructure. But we got to a point, and I remember the meeting as clear as could be, discussing with Jim and Kirk our future, and all of us realizing that even though we had some business experience, we needed more. We needed a go-to guy that had the experience, the abilities, the contacts, that knew the industry in and out, if we were going to take our company to $1 billion company. And Kirk was right on board. He realized that all the energy, enthusiasm, excitement he had, that we could do better if he had the right help. And we'd assembled an unbelievable team. We didn't have to start over. We had a team that we just wanted one more high-powered guy that could take the lead and give us the direction we needed. So we knew who Travis Garza was, and we went after him. It wasn't easy because I think he was in pretty high demand from a lot of people. But sometimes when you hear no, that just means you haven't asked the question right. So eventually we heard yes, and I was so glad to have him come on board, and wow, he's been fantastic. He's kind of put the solid concrete around our operation to help us grow to where we need to be. And boy, watch out, just we're getting there. And I'm amazed as how our whole team is working together now to accomplish what we need to do and be successful in so many areas. Well, I hope some of these thoughts that I've shared with you can be helpful to you, because this isn't just about Kyäni and Kyäni Corporate. This is about business partners all around the world who deserve to be successful and are working hard to do that. And these same concepts can apply to you, and they do apply to you. So I just give you a little bit of advice. Don't just try to do it alone. I'm sure if we went back to Angel, he could tell you a lot of great things about the team of people that he has worked with over the years, because he's got an amazing team put together. And if you can identify people's talents, their work ethic, their ability to accomplish goals that you might not be aware of, talents that you might not be as good at, put a team together, trust each other, and work together as a team, and you'll have the strength to build whatever you want to build. But do it as a team and help lift each other up. Don't push each other down. Well, again, I'm excited for the convention. I'm excited to go ahead. And I guess I just want to close with making sure you understand how committed I am. I've got my son back with a stronger role on the farm. I get to go visit it now and then. But I'm committed to Kyäni. It will not falter under my watch, and our team is going to make sure that happens. We'll be there for you, and we want you to be there for us, because we truly are business partners. So thank you for all that you do, and we're going to do a lot more. So back to you, Skylar.
Well, thank you so much. It's always amazing to hear from our founder who started this, who's been through it all, who's seen it all, and who sees that vision into the future. And so grateful for you and Mr. Travis Garza. So grateful for Angel Olvera for being on the call. And in case you're wondering, the background behind Carl, it's a picture of his farm. Well, not his farm, his ranch, Nicolia Ranch. Some of you have been there. If you haven't, it's one of the most beautiful places on the earth. And you get to visit it when you qualify for the executive trip. So if there wasn't already an incentive to be a diamond, visiting Nicolia Ranch is another one. So put it on your dream board. Now, before we close, I just want to remind you of two challenges that Mr. Travis Garza has issued during these countdown to convention calls. The first one he issued very early on, and he said, bring 10 guests to this live stream event, because if you bring 10 guests, it will change your business. It will change the look of where your business is right now. So I encourage you, if you haven't already started on that process, if you haven't already, or if you're along the way and maybe you have a couple guests, continue pushing, continue moving for that goal, because it will be a huge difference to have 10 guests looking at Kyäni and considering a change in their life. The second one we talked about at the beginning of this call, and it's tied directly to the first one. Have a name tag. Have your own name tag, but have what your goal is for your rank. And put that somewhere that you can look at. make it visible, put it on your fridge, put it on your mirror. Make sure that you're looking at that and striving towards it every day. If you haven't taken those challenges seriously, I encourage you to do so, because they are put out for a reason and they can't change your business when you take them seriously. So with that, I want to remind you that next week, same place, same time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, on this same link, we're going to be here again. We're going to have some more incredible guests, some more training. I want to thank our guests again tonight, and I want to especially thank all of you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to make time for this call. Have a fantastic week, everyone, and we'll talk to you all very soon. Bye, everyone.